I came just to shake things up a little bit, add another kind of dynamic to the family, give another option, I guess, for siblings. Which path do you want to follow? Do you want to be good or do you want to be bad?
And then I said, let me have the bad, please. Hello, hello. Another episode of Stay on the Line, sis.
Let's start with the fact that I'm cold and sweating at the same time.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, I'm sick. I am. I actually am. I feel like crap, but not too bad. Like it's just blocked up, sweaty,
Sore throat?
chills, sore throat,
Yeah.
headaches, muscle aches. So it's quite bad, but not
It-
like I'm not letting it get me down, I guess.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I got over a cold the other week. And it's just hot fluids, ginger, lemon, day and
Yeah.
night nurse.
Yeah. I've actually got my lemon and ginger tea with me, so
Good, good,
hopefully you
good.
can get through
So,
this recording. Should we start with a signal check then on that note?
yeah, exactly.
I'll say I'm 2 bars. Um, yeah, obviously not feeling great, but not feeling great physically, but just excited for today.
That's pretty decent considering you're
hmm
sick, to be
hmm
honest.
No,
Uh,
yesterday I was fully flatlined, one
oh,
struggling for 1 bar, holding on to that 1 bar. But today, no, I'm excited.
okay. I think I'm full bars.
Wow.
Considering there's
Why?
loads of reasons to not be, but I don't know. The little things are making me happy today. I woke up, my flat's cleaned, I had a really nice breakfast.
Mm,
Like, I feel pretty good. We're gonna celebrate
yeah.
our big sis.
Yeah, it's
Cheery.
true. It's true. I love that. I love that. It's the little things.
It is. So, what has been your weekend? What have you been up to? Or your week in general?
My week, it's been a busy week. I can't actually put my finger on why though. The week has felt quite busy, but I haven't really done anything apart from watch Married at First Sight, it feels like. But I think my evenings have been have been busy and like social. What are my highlights from the week? Thursday, you getting me those cookware from Aldi. The Le
Uh,
Creuset Duke.
Aldi special buys, you'll always be famous.
Yeah, yeah, that's a highlight for me because we don't have the Aldis near me are all like just the Aldi locals, the small ones that don't
Yeah.
have those um the variety, the special buys, and even the Lidl's near me as well. Like we don't have the middle aisles, we just have the food. It's kind of
Boring.
frustrating, yeah. So I was very pleased with those purchases. I'm excited to get them from you. Friday, just chilled with Alex. We watched Married at First Sight reunion, which is absolutely crazy. This season of Married at First Sight has just been a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. I actually do think there's something going on with production. Like a lot of the cast seem really unhappy and really like affected.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because it's that thing with reality TV where a lot of the contestants are on there for ulterior motives. Like they want to launch a career in reality TV or they want to further their profile publicly, and that's
Mm.
why they're on it. So there's you've got one person in the pairing that's really here for a marriage. Like they're putting everything into their last chance at finding love. And obviously it's not their last chance, but they just are taking that plunge, taking it really seriously. And then you have the other one who's just mucking about. So it just feels yeah, it feels hard. Like in the reunion, a lot of them were not happy. But it's been so drama filled and I've enjoyed it. So it was good to see the reunion wrap up. I don't know how many of them are still together that were together at the reunion.
Maths is such a weird one because I'm like, really? You can Love is blind in maths. Like,
Mhm,
it confuses me how there can actually be genuine couples
mhm,
from it because it is so
mhm.
wild. And I know that there's that joke, that running joke about the maths pairings, how they make them so polar
Yeah,
opposite. Someone will
yeah,
be like, I hate kids, I
yeah.
hate them, I don't want to ever see them even.
hmm
And then they're like, I've got 3 kids and I'm a teacher.
And I
And
won
that's
8 more.
exactly. And they're like, the perfect match.
Yeah, yeah. If they can just overcome this huge. Honestly, this is one of the pairings, Grace and Ash. It was actually quite tough to watch because Grace is a feminist. Like that's her that's her guiding principles in life.
Right.
And then Ash is like traditional values, man should do this, woman should do this, man make money, women wear dress. And
Right.
it caused so many issues throughout, and it was hard because you're spending all this time with someone who actually is, yeah, cool personality, funny, kind, and trying as well. So you're
Mm.
both putting effort in, but you're just always going to be clashing on this point because everything that he said, she took um, badly
Yeah.
because he was just saying things that were misogynistic, but I guess he was saying it unintentionally, quote marks. He didn't think that he was being misogynistic, but he didn't accept it when she would call him out. He would always take it as a personal attack on his character, which I guess it was
It
because
is because those are his fundamental beliefs and his fundamental morals
exactly,
and values.
exactly. So it was just crazy seeing these people who actually did come to really like each other and really have feelings for each other, never be able to get it together and have these actually quite bad arguments where he's like violating her boundaries and making her feel objectified, making her feel controlled, making her feel like, and then still, as well as that, suppressing her voice because she doesn't want to always be the one criticizing him,
Hmm.
and everyone, all the rest of the cast thought he was such a nice guy and just couldn't understand why she couldn't see it that way.
Oh, that's
So that
so
was,
frustrating.
yeah, it was. And the audience just really have given her a hard time as well. I think she's gotten a lot of like backlash, people saying that she's being unfair, treating him unfairly, which I think is just the things that he did. Like,
Oh.
for example, there's one compliment he gave her that she didn't take well, and it was that she was getting ready for the gym and he was trying to, he wanted to get frisky, he was getting turned on. And she was like, no, like, no, I'm going to the gym, Ash. And she revealed as well that she had thrush at this time, so she didn't want to do anything, obviously.
Why did she reveal that?
Because do you know why? She didn't reveal it initially, but then when she went to the group, because Ash would tell a different story to everyone, she'd be like, what did he tell you? And they'd be like, oh, he just gave you a compliment saying, oh. And then you said you took it badly and it was a whole argument. And she was like, oh, wow, that's not what happened. I had thrush. So, okay, I'll tell you the full thing before I give you the rest of the context. But she said, she's getting ready for the gym. He's like wanting to get it on. She's like, no, I've got thrush. And he's still trying. And she's like, oh my God, what's gotten into you? Like, you're like a dog with a bone. And he says, um, oh, well, there's a half naked woman in front of me with a good body. What do you expect?
Yikes.
Yeah. And so she's like, so if it's, and I'm just a
I'm
naked
just, yeah,
woman, if it's
yeah.
anybody, any woman with a hot, nice body in front of you, you're going to want to have sex with them. So she was just like, that didn't land how you thought it would. And he's like, I don't know why you can't just trust that I'm a good person. I don't know why you can't just. And I think yeah, he wants the intention behind his words to be what she hears and what she sees. But you have to reconsider how you're phrasing things if it's constantly not landing. Then
Hmm.
another time when they were going to the theatre and he said, why don't you wear a dress? She was wearing like jeans and a top, and he was like, why don't you wear a dress? Women wear dress to the theatre kind of thing. She was like, don't tell me what to wear. Another time where he was like, oh, should we get your nails done? They're looking a bit chipped. Which some of these things, like certain people might not take offense or take it badly, but she's a feminist.
But is she also getting her back up because she already knows the way that he thinks and the type of person he is?
I think it's that. I
She's
think from
reading
the
into most
outset,
things.
yeah, like the first thing that he kind of said at the wedding is traditional values, traditional values. So anything that you hear like that would be a red flag.
It's informing
So I was,
that, yeah.
yeah, because I was talking to Chantal about it actually. Say if Alex had said that to me, the compliment around or the comment around the you're a half naked woman in front of me, I would probably be like, oh, and say a joking comment back, being like, oh, so but I'd say it as a joke because I would take it in that way.
Hmm.
But she, because from the outset, she had this view of him that he gave her, that
Exactly.
he is traditional and he has misogynistic views. And they had a lot of conversations around it where she had to kind of teach him. So
Hmm.
anything, I guess she was just really trained to listen out for those kind of
Exactly.
things.
I think so. And also, it takes a long time to build that trust and build that understanding
Exactly.
and to change that
Exactly.
way of thinking for him. Also, I do
Precisely.
think that men in reality TV are often given are treated so much more fairly and given grace when women
Yes.
aren't. So she's probably
Yes.
getting loads of heat from the audience, whereas like,
Exactly.
he's trying, he's
A
complimenting her.
100%. And it's not just from the audience, it was from the fellow castmates as well. Because the other thing that he would do that would also make this worse and make it mean that she takes things the wrong way or differently, ways that she might not take it if there was more trust. He would just twist the story, tell people completely different things. He would tell them what he intended to say instead of what he actually said.
And that tells me he understands.
Yes.
And he's
So,
turning around going, oh, but I meant this. But you
mhm,
understand that what you said was wrong because why aren't you
exactly.
saying it verbatim what the conversation was?
Exactly. So the one about the hot body in front of me, half naked women in front of me, he told everyone else that he said, oh, you're my wife and you're beautiful and I love you.
Ah!
Basically like that, you're my wife and I think you're gorgeous and I
No, come on.
it's so different. So yeah, that was, and they didn't show up at the any of the reunions. They didn't show up at the final commitment ceremony like a few episodes before. It got really bad to the point where they couldn't be in the same room. Yeah, I think and then there's another woman who just was so upset. Like she felt cheated. She felt like they matched her with someone who just wasn't serious. And I do think that the producers need to do a better job at vetting people's actual intentions and make sure that people aren't just on here seeking fame. And I guess that's a challenge because a lot of people are these days
Hmm.
when they go on reality TV, but still. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was Friday. Um,
That was a long tangent.
it was Saturday I spent with you. We spent the whole day together, you know.
Yes.
And we'll get into that. And then today, um, really excited going to our big sister's birthday celebration. And this is just part one of just like a chill get together at my mum's house, games, food, drink, good vibes. So looking forward to that. After recording, we're gonna get ready and go. Um, it's her birthday next week. So actually, when this episode comes out, it will be her birthday. Happy
Yes.
birthday, sis!
Happy birthday. We love you.
Love you. How about you, Chid? What was your weekend saying? And your week? How have you been?
My week's been good. Work's been busy. I went to a meeting on Wednesday, like 2.5 hours away from my house.
Oh,
So I had a 5 hour drive day, which wasn't fun, I'm gonna be honest. The M40 was crazy on the way back, so I was like, well,
mm.
this is
Did you drive to the right place?
I drove to the right place. I didn't
Good.
cry at all, actually. When I was on the M40, it was standstill traffic. It was like you actually had to park your car and just sit there for 40 minutes.
Mhm.
Um, I did feel like I could cry, but I had a sandwich in my bag. I just brought it out. I just listened to a podcast and I called Will. Honestly, every drive it's hey Siri, call Will. I don't understand why.
What do you want him to do about the standstill traffic on the M40?
I think I just need him to know. I
What
just
you're
feel
going
like I
through?
need him to know what I'm going.
Look at what they're doing to your girlfriend.
And bless him, I don't know what he could say at these instances, but sometimes he does really say the right things. So
Yeah, he
um,
must do if you're calling him every time.
I know there are times when I call and hang up, being like, "Okay, you just haven't understood the assignment, but okay, I'll leave you to it." It's not easy. Oh my gosh, Thursday and Friday night, I said life
Oh yeah.
happens only once. As far
Yeah.
as we know, it only happens once.
Hmm.
Do I want to look back at my life and say, yeah, you did well? Or do I want to
Mm.
look back with regret?
And
So
say, I lived for the weekends.
I lived for the weekends. I just waited around for the 2 days at the end.
Mm.
So Thursday night, I got up, went to Aldi and bought a Wagyu steak sirloin. I paired it with a Malbec, a jammy
Hmm.
red Malbec from Aldi. I do recommend. Got some
Mm.
mushrooms, tomatoes, literally just got a really nice dish together. Oh my God, it was
Mm.
so good. And
Sweet
just
potato fries,
sweet potato fries, mushrooms. What was the other thing? Mushrooms,
tomatoes.
tomatoes, green beans cooked in the cooked cooked in the
Ooh,
fat or that I cooked my steak in.
whoa. Wait, what did you have a sauce for your steak?
Do you
Or
know
you didn't
what?
need it?
It didn't need a sauce,
It was
and
so tender.
it was so good.
Stop.
And I'm such a sauce lover, so I normally do need sauce. I only put a little bit of barbecue sauce for the sweet potato fries. I didn't need sauce for the steak. It was so good. Friday came around. I said, I'm having that steak dinner again. I had the exact same thing again.
He said, run that back.
Run that back, this time with a rump. Sirloin was better, but honestly, that range, that Wagyu range, not too expensive and
How
really
much was it
nice.
for
Eight
one?
pounds fifty for the sirloin. I think the rump was cheaper.
Hmm. I might
Um,
have to, yeah, I think I might have to lock in.
it was so good. I literally just lay out on the sofa, watched a show. Actually, I watched All's Fair on Disney Plus. It's Kim Kardashian's new show. I think she's an exec producer and she's
Oh yeah,
starring in
someone
it.
was telling me about this. It's about lawyers, female lawyers or something.
Yeah, the female divorce lawyers that are like killing it in the game. They're multi-millionaires. They're well dressed and obviously very gorgeous. And it's a star-studded cast. Like there's Sarah
Mm.
Paulson, there's Glenn Close.
I love Sarah Paulson.
Is it
Love her.
Paulson or Paulson?
Girl, I don't know. All I know is that lady that was in what was that called? The one where she's a nurse, Ratchet?
Oh yeah,
Ratchet?
yeah, yeah. She was
That
Nurse Ratched.
yeah, I enjoyed that film, that show.
Yeah, she is. She's a very, very good actress. Kim Kardashian, on the other hand,
Oh.
not so good. I liked the show. Listen, I thought it was an easy watch. It's something to throw on. Great costume, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. And yeah, sometimes you just want something that's easy and you don't have to think.
hmm
But Kim, what the conversation that's happening right now is that so much filler and Botox and shit and this has gone into her face that it's very difficult to show expression. That's the point of Botox. You try not to show that those all those lines. But when you're watching something like, spoiler alert, someone jumping to their death or hearing really, really crazy things like your husband has cheated on you with someone that you're really close with, you're going
hmm
through a divorce yourself, all these crazy stuff, and your face is just
Frozen in
still,
place.
just
Yeah.
completely still. Like, I really cannot express how expressionless she was the whole time.
It
It's
wasn't
quite
giving like,
funny.
was it? It wasn't giving like shell shocked. She's just like numbed because of the shock
Not
of.
even, not even. It,
I did actually see. I saw a TikTok where it was this girl talking about it, and she was showing the pictures or the clips from it.
yeah,
She's like, look at Kim's reaction. You guess what you think she's reacting to, and it's just her like her normal face, but just looking around, the eyes wide and looking around the room a little
exactly.
bit.
That's the most she can do. I was thinking I react harder if I go into my fridge and I see that there's only one egg left or something like that. But those are big life things, and she couldn't for the life of
I
her do.
reacted more than that earlier when I realized that I've got one more day to return my ASOS package.
Didn't you threaten that if you have to keep it in the end, they're going to be Christmas presents?
Yeah, if I miss that cut off, if you guys see a coat, a pair of trousers that are a bit too small or a bit too big under the tree, just know that came from my ASOS package.
Oh dear. Yeah. So it is. It's interesting to watch.
Is it a
Generally,
series or a film?
it's a series.
Okay.
It's a
And it was good.
series. It's an interesting storyline. It's
Do you know
yeah.
what I've been imagining it being like? What's that film, that movie that Nicki Minaj is in and she's like a receptionist for it's like women or something, the other woman or something?
Oh, I don't
Cameron
know. I've
Diaz
never
is
heard
in
of
it.
that.
Is it Cameron Diaz?
Nicki Minaj and Cameron Diaz. Hollywood is funny, man.
Hollywood is hilarious. I think it is. And it's a rom-com and it's about women who are all dating the same man. But Cameron Diaz's character is like a corporate boss babe and Nicki Minaj is her assistant.
That's
That's why,
hilarious.
yeah. She's a lawyer as well. It's about lawyers as well. So I think the same about that. I think maybe I just associated the two because it's like Kim Kardashian. It's the same feeling I felt seeing Nicki Minaj there. I was like,
But Kim's done quite a few acting jobs. Like she was in American Horror
I know,
Story.
but she was playing. She's not serious.
She's so not serious. She's trying to live out her dreams of being a lawyer, bless her, because she keeps on failing the bar.
No, she still failed that bar.
She failed the bar most recently. She said, "Hey, so I'm still not a lawyer, but I play one on TV." So
Kim, Kim. But also, isn't there a thing where it's like, okay, you've tried it this many times, you
you're
don't have
done.
what it takes. Yeah.
I don't
Is there a thing
know.
where it's like you can do the bar, you can take the bar like 5 times. After that, start looking elsewhere.
I think that the Californian bar people say is particularly difficult, so maybe they are more lenient. I really don't know. I've just made that up.
I,
But
I, she's not doing enough. She's not putting in
she's got
enough.
all the resources, but she's playing a lawyer on TV. She's doing something for Skims. She's doing that. She's
Mm.
doing that. She's being a mum.
Trying to
She wants
squeeze
to do
into
this.
Marilyn Monroe's dress, trying to do this, trying to do that. She's
Focus
flogging
on the
this dead
bar.
horse of a show, The Kardashians, which is the worst thing now.
So boring. You think bringing on Rob is going to make us care? We don't care.
We don't
Your
care. The
show
whole time
is
it's the
one big advert.
same, exactly. Unless Robbie's going to sit up there and tell us exactly where he's been, what's going on, what did he see in Lamar's, in Chloe and Lamar's house. That's had him so traumatized to this day. Unless you're going to do all that, like
Leave
ruining
off.
him is not, yeah, it's not attractive. Neither is Caitlyn Moran. Sorry, wrong Caitlyn. Caitlyn Jenner.
Jenna.
But so that was your Thursday and
Thursday
Friday
and
was
Friday.
steak and red wine.
Yeah. Shit shows and just loving life.
Oh God,
Really.
I need one of those evenings. So Saturday we were together. We were doing some podcast activities. We actually had a meeting,
So
a
funny.
serious meeting
We
about
have,
social media because we reached a really excited milestone and we're celebrating all the small wins. So we got
yeah.
100 streams and downloads, which is so cute and exciting to see.
Woo!
And we wanted to, yeah, think about how we're going to continue being consistent with this and also like promote the podcast on social media. So we're going to do a little TikTok series. Follow us on TikTok and you can see how we get on with that. Our TikTok at is the same every
Yeah.
as all our other things at Stay on the Line Sis. So yeah, have a look and follow us on there. Yeah, yesterday was good. We ended the evening by getting having some bolognese, spaghetti bolognese and red wine.
Red wine in
Yeah,
gin
red wine
glasses.
has
So you
really
can
getting
really, you can imagine how much red wine was
glug,
consumed.
glug, glug, glug. But the red wine is really giving a theme for this week for you.
I mean,
I think
it's the
that's
winter
just
months.
winter,
Like,
yeah.
let's get the wine
Yeah.
out. Seriously, let's get the
Mm.
Malbec and the Shiraz. I actually don't think I'm going to drink tonight though for X birthday. I'll just let the vibes carry me through.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's going to be a drinking thing. It's going to be more like games and hanging out.
Yeah.
But if
Although,
yeah, go on.
yes, I was thinking
Mm.
that we should make hot chocolates, do like a hot chocolate station, and we can have hot chocolates
Ooh,
and like maybe people that want Baileys can put Baileys in there, marshmallows, whipped cream,
that is
just do a little
so
cute.
cute. I love that idea. There's also this like white chocolate liqueur that they have in Aldi. Actually, they have a whole range of different liqueurs. There's a gingerbread
Yes.
one, there's a
Pumpkin
tiramisu
spice.
one, pumpkin spice. Yeah, we
I
had the
might
white
grab
chocolate
that.
one last year at Christmas.
You
Oh,
better buy
Chip,
that again. You better
don't
buy
worry.
it.
Don't worry, we had like three. How many bottles did we have?
No, we
Because we
cleared.
had it
We
at the
started
cabin as
mixing
well.
it with Baileys, with the white chocolate liqueur,
Yeah,
soaking in the Yule
yeah,
log. Anyway, you
yeah.
guys will see our Christmases all over our social
Don't
media come
worry,
December.
we will give a full breakdown of what we eat over the Christmas period because we go in cheese boards,
Oh my God.
cheese boards every day. That
The
salmon patty
salmon
we
board.
had. Oh, okay. Just
What
hang
do you
on.
mean?
The desserts the way we get into our desserts, and then you have the roast dinners, but then you also have the Nigerian food with the jollof rice and the oh my God, my mum makes the
Psyche
best.
wings.
Okay. We
I could
can't, please.
cry. I could cry
We
thinking
can't
about it.
because today is going to be like mum's making jollof rice and chicken and stuff, and we're going to make salads and other bits, but it's going to be mostly like picky bits.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to start thinking about all the amazing Christmas foods if we can't have it right now.
Yeah. Also, episode one was food galore. So
Yeah. Um, but no, it's so I'm so excited to celebrate Ek. It's her 32nd birthday. How can she be 32?
it's
How can
crazy.
she be 32? It's actually so weird. Like yesterday when you were like, I can't believe next year we're all going to be in our 30s. That is crazy. Those
That's
three little
crazy.
girls. So
Oh,
I think it's so cool how close we are in age though. Like, so there's three of us. Okay, there's five siblings,
mm.
two generations.
Yes.
Literally two generations. My mum calls us the big three and the little two. So
Yeah.
you have the big three who were born in the 90s, and then the little two who were born in the 2000s. And so Ekka's the oldest. She founded the whole
She's the
clan.
best of us. We all
She's
know
the
it.
best. Yeah, exactly. I think mum even said that in her wedding speech.
Well, she did,
And
and
we
we
all just
couldn't
had to throw
even
our hands up.
argue. We
Yeah,
were
we're
like,
like,
she truly is.
no competition there. You are the best of us. She's just such a brilliant person. I don't believe anyone who has anything bad to say about her. I always put it down to jealousy. I'm sorry. She is everything. She's so beautiful. She's so funny. She's so sweet. She's so talented. She's so intelligent. She's so strong. She's just brilliant.
Yeah.
Everything. Um, and I think that is the thing of like being the oldest. Oh, actually, let me go through the siblings. So, X, the oldest, 32 next week. And then 18 months later, here I came. I came just to shake things up a little bit, add another kind of dynamic to the family, give another option, I guess, for siblings. Which path do you want to follow? Do you want to be good or do you want to be bad? So that was me. 18 months later, and then after me, 18 months after me is Chid, which is so crazy that it's actually an equal
It's
gap on either
equidistance.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so laughing at do you want to be good and do you want to be bad? And I said, let me have the bad, please. Oh,
No, because
God.
I saw Ek and I was like, okay, that's unachievable. I'm gonna do my own thing. I can't be what you want me to be. So I was like, I'm just gonna be me.
Hey, at
Um,
least, at least I've got an echo there.
yeah,
That's a blessing in itself.
exactly. I'll give them an logical as well. See what we do with that. So yeah, 18 months, either side of me. Then you have Chidima. And then how many years difference is there
Six.
between you and Chib? Yeah,
6 years.
6 years later, 2003, our brother, which was the biggest surprise of life because
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it was just going to be three of us to the end. And then here comes Chibi, and it was, yeah, he's great as well. It was such a novelty having a boy.
Yeah, that was
Like,
different.
yeah, very different. We're so used to just being our scars in the house. And then here comes Chib. And then after Chib, 4 years difference
Yeah, I
between
think
them
so.
two. Is it
Yeah,
4 years?
4 years.
4 years. Then we have Iffy, our little baby, who is 18 and she's at uni. But just the way that our family is spread, you just we all really embody our different positions.
Yeah,
But it's kind of complicated because the three of us grew up as a three,
yeah,
and then we've had our formative years by the time we had the other two. So for you kind of grew up as the youngest, and I grew up as
exactly.
the middle, and Ek grew up as the oldest, obviously. And then you have Chib and Iffy, who have a very different experience, very different household they grew up in, different parents, different kind of rules.
Oh my God,
Iffy,
sorry, I said that the other day to, I can't remember who I said it to, completely different parents, but I realized, oh, I haven't given the context that it's not actually different parents. We have the same mum and the same dad. I just mean our parents were in completely different.
do you remember those neighbors that thought that we had different parents?
Yeah.
And it was all because us as siblings were all different skin tones.
Yeah.
We're all different shades of black, but me and Chid are the same-ish. Like we have different undertones, but we're both dark skin. And
Yeah.
then the rest of our siblings are all lighter,
Yeah.
with Iffy and Ek being the lightest. And one of our neighbors literally asked if Ek, Chibi, and Iffy have the same parents, and me and Chid have different ones. So
Different.
as in our mum, our mum had two baby dads, but went back
Just
to the
circled
first
back.
one. She circled back to the first one after having me and Chid.
The
Like people's
concept of that is
imagination.
so funny.
Literally, like this is the beauty of melanin. It's just different.
Hmm. Exactly.
But yeah, you didn't clarify that. But it's true. Like you have different parents when you. Every child does.
Yeah.
Within the same household. I was actually speaking to my flatmate about this because she was saying how different her relationship with her parents are compared to her sisters, because her sister's the oldest. And I do. There's such a thing about being the oldest daughter, especially in certain households. If you're an immigrant household, it's a thing. Certain cultures really do. It is really a specific position. I remember mum used to always say that grandma, when she was pregnant, when my mum was pregnant with Ekene, my grandma would always say, you need to, the first one is where it all starts. If you get it wrong with the first one, you're done.
Forget
Like
about
you'll
it.
forget about it.
Yeah.
The rest, the
I'm
rest
gonna be
are gonna be,
shit.
yeah. So she did, it was like, yeah, important for my mum to really, as a new mother, to really, there was pressure on her. And my mum's the first daughter as well. So a
Yeah.
first daughter, having a first daughter, Nigerian household, yeah, definitely had a lot of responsibilities. She has had a lot of power.
A lot of power. A lot
When
of
she speaks, listen. When
everyone sits
she
up
speaks,
straight.
honestly,
Jump. How high, Ekner?
literally. But I like, what do you think about your position? Because yours is obviously layered now because you did grow up as the youngest, but you know what it feels like to have the
Being an older
responsibility of
sister.
having younger siblings. Yeah.
Exactly.
Um, and you really did have a lot of responsibility and still do
Yeah.
now, obviously.
Yeah.
But we would take them to school, get them ready for nursery, like make their food, make their packed lunches. It was a lot.
Yeah. I used to pack their
I,
suitcases every time we go to Nigeria as well.
yeah, you did. You'd set up their little outfits, like literally have be like, okay, this is that, this trousers with these, this top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have yesterday of back in the day. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have thought the way that my personality was when I was
Hmm.
younger. I didn't think that I would be such a good older sister. You know, because I'm
You
such a
really embraced the role.
yeah, because I was
You
so
loved
spoiled.
playing
I
with
know. I
them.
loved I know that I was spoiled. I like getting my own way. I didn't think that but yeah, I really took it. I was like, oh my God, I'm a big sister.
Yeah.
I loved playing with them and loved
You'd play with them,
dressing
but
them
also
up.
have the responsibility over them. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's really
Mm.
cute.
Yeah. It was
It's
nice.
kind
I
of the
loved
making of
it.
you, actually.
I think so.
Yeah,
I really do think
it
so. I
was.
like my position so much. Like, I love
Mm.
that I don't have too much responsibility, but I really, really did love, yeah, as we just said, growing up with them,
Hmm.
reading them stories, doing all of that stuff. I hated the discipline aspect because we can't even go into what if he, if he was
No,
like as a
if he doesn't
child.
listen, you can't tell her a single thing. No one can. No one can. She's
Not even Ekana.
unruly. Not even Ekna. Oh my God, when Ekna lost the grip, we all knew that
We were like,
it was
oh,
done. It
we
was
shouldn't
done,
bother.
so. But I feel the same way about my position. I like it works for me. It suits me. Like being the middle child, it feels it's very like independent, very much. There's the downside of it of like, oh, you didn't get attention and kind of
Mm.
feeling overlooked. And there's like the oldest and there's the youngest and then there's just you. But for me, it meant that I got away with so much. Like I was just kind of like given the freedom to do whatever, which suits me. But then also now with the new wave of siblings, I have like I enjoy having the influence that I have. I enjoy having the like power that I have. I like that my voice holds weight. I like that I know about things. Like if there's things happening in the family, I'm aware of it mostly.
Yeah.
But also don't have the pressure of having to be the example. Even though I should have that pressure, I should have had that. I should have felt like I should set an example, but I never did. I was
Mm.
like, if you want an example, there's your example. Look up at Ekene, there's your example. Me, I'm gonna do my own thing.
You did still set a good example though.
Really.
Yeah, in terms of like obviously you did really well at uni, you went to Warwick, you
Mm.
that's it.
I just enjoyed like forging my own path, I think.
I'm joking, I'm
Um,
joking. You are a good
no,
role model.
I know that. I know that I'm a great influence to you guys. No, it's true. You guys copy me all the time. Second, what's Iffy doing right now? I had my wedding in Italy. Where did you go? What's that quote? What's that Kardashian quote?
Oh, I got
Did I
married in
have a wedding?
Italy.
Who did
Who
you have at your
performed at
wedding?
my
And
wedding? Andrea Bocelli. Who performed at Courtney's wedding? Andrea Bocelli. You
exactly.
stole my fucking wedding country.
The concept of stealing someone's wedding country
Oh my God, so
is
funny.
so. I'm sorry, that is siblings. That is so
It's
coded.
so sibling coded. I actually, what's going to happen when we both get married? Because
Okay, we
I
need to get
think
onto
that the
that.
timing is going to be quite similar.
Thanksgiving that we're going to be engaged in the same year.
I think so too.
Thanksgiving. Something's giving joint wedding. Something's giving the same wedding country. Oh my God, no. We're gonna have to find a way to to coordinate this.
Oh
Um,
God.
but yeah, if you're going to work when I went to work,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I think Akane just really took on. It couldn't have been anyone else, basically.
No, no.
Because I do think that part her personality also does lend to that. Like she's, I always describe her as like the cheerleader in an American high school
Yeah.
drama, right?
Yeah.
She would be head girl. She's good at every sport. All the teachers liked and knew her, and other students from all different years liked and knew her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was really smart as well, so got straight A stars all the time.
Hmm.
Just that valedictorian kind of
Yeah.
valedictorian. What's that?
Yeah.
Valedictorian.
Ballet,
Yeah,
Ballet
yeah.
Victoria.
Whatever the American people call it. Um, yeah. So it just lent itself to being that person. But yeah, excited for today. Love her off.
Yeah. She literally saves people's lives, children's lives, by the
Oh
way.
yeah,
That's
we haven't even
literally her.
mentioned.
That's
She
her
is a
job.
doctor. She's a doctor, a pediatrician, for
At
of all
that.
things. Literally, literally. Oh my
So put
God.
some respect on Dr. Ekene.
Dr.
Mate.
Ekene. Everyone wish Dr. Ekene a happy birthday today. What a queen. She literally is the reason why we are all who we are. Like, she is the glue of our family. She is the leader of our siblings. She is that girl, and we
Yeah.
love her so much. Okay, something I also wanted to talk about is friends. Friends and friendships and that whole birds of a feather flock together thing, and how you have to be, how people are holding others accountable for the actions of their friends. And you see this a lot on social media where someone's been exposed for something. People always turn and go to their friends that they see tweet, or okay, I say friends. Um,
Acquaintances, people that you.
well, I mean the people that we publicly see them associating with. So
Mm.
whether that's your industry pal or your Twitter buddy, um, we know you guys are tweeting each other all the time. We know that you guys are always at the same events, posting together. There is a kinship there. Or sometimes they are straight up friends. Let's not even, I know that that's people like to downplay it once the person is exposed. They like to be like, well, we're not even friends like that. Okay, but sometimes
Mm.
they are. In some occasions, they are. People do end up turning to them to be like, explain explain yourself. How could you be friends with someone like this? Did you not see any signs? Anyway, the reason I'm thinking about this is because Nigerian Twitter at the moment has been going crazy, absolutely crazy, because of a character called Ezra. I'm not going to go into what he's been accused of doing because it's actually quite vile, and the details of it are also quite confusing to me. And it is all allegations, but based on things from that he's previously tweeted like years ago.
Right,
Things
okay.
around, yeah, things around sexual violence, even towards like a cat, like just weird things like that.
Oh
Yeah,
God, yeah,
things
that's
around, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Anyway, trigger warning on that. But I put the trigger warning too late.
Yeah. Leave the trigger warning.
I'm not going to go into detail about the accusations. But anyway, and it's more complicated than this because the person who's alleging it also is like a unreliable character because she has been known to be a little bit crazy. But regardless of that, he did tweet those things, and we do have to. We can't say that it's not true because of the person who's accusing it. I'm not going to speak on what's true and what's not. This is more just about the fact that this man Ezra is the one who's been accused, but it's his friends, his feminist friends, who are all being kind of dragged up and down the timeline to explain themselves, writing like 12 thread statements, and
Oh
everyone's
gosh.
kind of attacking them. And these are well-known Nigerian feminists who have really built their platform on those values um, on Twitter. And I guess Nigeria, if you know anything about Nigerian culture, it's not necessarily that supportive of feminism as an ideology, especially on Twitter. Like
Mm.
social media in general isn't really a great place for that kind of ideology these days, especially that man's app, Elon
Oh
Musk's
my
app.
gosh, yeah, that's why I'm off of that place.
Yeah, I hate
Mess.
it now. It's not what it used to be. It used to be funny.
No, yeah. I
Now it's
hate
just,
seeing random rubbish that I don't want to
yeah,
see on my timeline.
incels
I
and
don't
racists.
literally the
Yeah,
first thing, yeah, I don't like his shitty ex.
yeah. But it's just people are like, no, that is your pal. That was your pal, and he used your proximity, his proximity to you guys, like you feminists, as a way to like shield and cloak his true beliefs and actions. And they alleged something around like abuse of power to one of his employees. So they were like, you have, by being friends with him, you've enabled him to continue these behaviors, and you have to speak out against him. You have to say, condemn it, and that you don't agree. What do you think about that? About this associating your friends, you have to speak out about your friends' wrongdoings, and you have to be
You have
accountable
to.
to
I
your
believe
friends.
I believe you have to. And actually, I was gonna
Yeah.
say it angers me that it does come back to the woman because it's that same thing that people go, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, his mum didn't bring him up well," or
Yeah.
"Oh, and he's got a sister. What's she saying?" Like it always ends up
Mm,
going back to the woman. But I don't want to be hypocritical because when that whole thing came out with Philly, I was waiting for Chunks to say some shit and
yeah.
waiting for him and waiting and
Hmm.
waiting and he's still just chilling and not saying anything. And I think that there is an expectation to be able to say, I do not agree with this person. I do not
Mm,
clear your name, even for
yeah. Clear your
yourself.
name. Yeah.
Birds of
Yeah.
a feather
And
two flock together, and especially with Chunks and Philly specifically as an example,
yeah.
they
Hmm.
were close. They have
Hmm.
businesses together. They have their podcast. Like,
Hmm. It's funny you should mention Chunks and Billy, because I actually wanted to tell you the update that I saw over the week.
tell me.
Chunks and Billy spotted together at the gym. A covert picture. Someone just saw them. Yep. Chunks and Philly at the gym together, working out. And Philly had been posting that he was at the gym, but he didn't post himself with Chunks and vice versa. So they're secretly meeting up, hanging out. And it's not like they were just spotted at a cafe, like, and they were having a tense conversation in a neutral place. They were working out together at the gym. So they are still friends, which I was very, very, very shocked to see, because Chunks, the same guy who just a few weeks ago was going viral for talking shit about his stupid nonsense opinion, how he'll drop his son if they're not, he'll disown his children if they aren't Muslim.
Yeah, they aren't the same religion as him. It's so
But you're
ridiculous.
going to meet up with a rapist. Make it make sense.
Uh,
And the pictures were literally like, I think the caption was like, oh, Chunks secretly, like he's secretly meeting up with a bad bee or something like that. And it's true, it literally was giving secret relationship.
wow.
I need to
I'm
know who he
shocked.
is. I need to know like what is so good about Philly and that friendship that you are still associating with him when you know what charges he's facing. Not the one and not the two. I think there are a few more than that actually. Well, I know that there've been more than
There's
one.
things that have come
There's been more
out.
than two people who have come forward with
Yeah.
things, but I think there are only two cases that are actually ongoing. Um,
Be careful who you idolize, please, because Chunks was really up on the pedestal for a lot of people. Like he's
mm,
so funny, he's so charismatic, he's very moral, a lot of people thought.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked because
Well, actually, when I saw the picture, I was like, really? I didn't really. I was like, what he wouldn't do. Like, and not even because I don't think that he. I think that his morals are so upstanding that he wouldn't meet up with Billy. It was more that I thought he wouldn't be stupid enough to be in a public place with him,
Yeah.
get caught. But yeah, that disgusted me, and that for me shows speaks to why maybe he didn't speak out. Maybe it was there was some doubt in his mind about whether Philly had done this, and it's probably not that he thinks that sexual violence and assault is okay. It's probably that he doesn't believe that his friend did that.
Yeah, no one ever does.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah,
get that cliche thing of women have so many stories, but all the men have no friends that have done
yes,
anything. And it's like,
exactly.
second, who are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, even the
really
men themselves, like
disappointing.
even some men um don't who actually did do the crime don't see themselves in that way. Like,
No.
and it's because of, and it's the same thing as just like Grace and Ash that we were talking about, where it's like
Yes.
it's the lines get blurred and you know your intention and you know what you were trying to do, or you're just all because society is so patriarchal and part of your belief system is that there is an entitlement to women's bodies, or is that women say one thing but mean another thing,
Yeah.
or is that you can coerce and it's not that bad. And obviously these days the messaging is more specific around like those blurred lines, quote unquote. Um, and people now are understanding coercion as a form as well of manipulation and violence when it comes to sex. But yeah, there are a lot of men who don't even recognize themselves as those people when they have a
They are.
victim or
Yeah.
more than one on the other side who does see them in that way. Um, but it's just I don't know. I do find it a bit. It does make me feel some kind of way when I see the friends getting more of the attention and more of the energy and
Yeah.
backlash than the actual person. But when the person has removed themselves from the space, so say Twitter, Ezra deactivated uh, his account at the start of this whole thing happening. So the others are still on the platform and they're the ones getting the heat. And then also with Chunks and Philly, like Chunks is still continuing his public um career, whereas
Mm.
Philly's been in Australia this year dealing with his shit.
Yeah.
And then since he's been back posting his Snapchat stories and
Snapchat.
stuff,
And
trying to
I hope
make
that he's not
money.
getting that much money because actually Snapchat is a really lucrative platform for a lot of
Yeah.
creators. And while he's pending investigation, I do think he shouldn't be receiving any money.
He should not be able to monetize that content, but I think that he is. I only
Mm.
think that he is because I think that's why he started posting on Snapchat specifically. I
Hmm.
haven't, to be honest, I don't follow Philly, so I don't actually know what he's doing.
I don't
I've
either.
just seen, I just saw when he first posted his Snapchat stories because people reshared them on other platforms. And I think he
Mm.
deliberately used Snapchat because of how lucrative it is these days and because he knew that there'd be a lot of eyes on his page wondering what he was going to post. And it was just the most mundane thing ever. But he looks a mess. I'm just going to say that as well. He
That's good.
looks dunzo. And yeah,
Christ
I-
alive.
yeah.
Don't know what Chunks is doing there.
Honestly, yeah,
But
I don't know
Chunks
what he's
was
doing
when he was chatting all that mess. I was just like, do you know what? Get him off. Get him off my
either.
screen. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear
And it's so sad.
people's
I liked him when he was
opinions.
just funny, like that video. Who's Jordan again? That
Yes,
one where
he
he goes,
done.
turn off this, turn this whole thing, pause this whole thing right now, pause this whole thing right now. I love that moment.
Yeah.
But he is just, yeah, he's just. If you don't want us to speculate and you don't want us to fill in the gaps and don't want us to prescribe what we think your beliefs must be because of your actions and who you're associating with, you have to speak up
Spell it
and
out.
explain.
Spell it
Why are
out
you
for us.
Tell us. You tell us.
Yeah.
Why
Here's
are
your
you at the
space.
gym
Say.
with Philly? What do you really think about everything that's going on? It's not just, oh, it's an open investigation, so I can't speak on that.
Oh,
I'm asking you
whatever.
to
You
talk about
can.
the evidence or the
You
stuff in the
can.
case.
You actually can.
But yeah, it doesn't align with his character. It doesn't align with the persona that he shared, especially as a devout Muslim.
Mm.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't really think that your religion allows for that. Your religion in
No.
peace
Mm.
allows for that kind of violence
Mm.
on other people. But yeah, I saw people trying to come for Jolla and FK, my absolute girls, from I said what I said podcast, and I got scared. That's when I started disengaging. So I was like, I can't fight them all.
That's like if you're in that position where your friend had done something, would you come out and quickly rush out to say, I do not know that girl and I'm
Well,
not trying
let's
to be?
really think about it because the Ezra situation and the Philly situation, these are friends, like Cody's, like
Mm.
deep
Yeah,
trust relationships over many years.
yeah. Not just a
So
social
think about
media
your,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So think about your equivalents of those, like your friends. Because you think you know a person. I'm trying to think of an example in my head to really illustrate it. Huh?
I think I have cancelled a friend from that. From it's not actually
Ah,
as the allegations aren't as big as say
mhm,
Philly and Ezra and all of those stuff, but very bad behavior, being a bad friend to other people, doing things
mm,
to me, and then therefore distancing myself and then being like, I don't
mm,
want to be your friend anymore. And then not
mm.
being her friend for how many years now. So, and she was that was my
Bestie,
bestie,
bestie.
bestie,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I have it
Yeah.
in me.
Yeah. But then would you come out publicly? It's that
It's the
public thing of
public
being
thing.
like, yeah, she's the
Yeah.
bad person. Get
God.
her. Cancel her, drag her, everybody
But
pile
that
on.
isn't the I know that that would be the outcome of stepping out and saying that about your friend, but that isn't even what the messaging needs to be.
No.
But I guess that is kind of what would happen. You
Yeah.
say X and you say, oh, they did this and they did that, and I don't
I don't even
stand
think
by
you have to
them.
say, yeah, I don't even think you have to say this person did this and this. You have to just say, wow, that's shocking. It hurts that someone I've been so close to has been doing this the whole time and it flew under my
Get her
radar.
on the PR team now.
Honestly, guys,
Give me a
trust me, this is
notes
what you need
app.
to
I'm
say.
doing it.
Trust me, this is what you need to say. What the hell? I can't believe it. I'm going to take some time to process, but I'm not associating with this person again. We are not friends. I condemn this action. Anyone who does this is no friend of mine. And but the thing is, people I have seen these kind of statements, and then the backlash to that is people being like, "How could you not have known? Don't pretend you didn't know. You
Yeah,
must have seen signs of
yeah,
it. Like you were so close." And that's a bit, I think, depending on the crime, it's a bit unfair, but also I understand where people are coming from with it. People don't understand that. Okay, let's focus on sexual violence. And I am going to put a trigger warning here. I'm not going to go into any kind of detail, but just I'm going to talk about the dynamics of manipulation and abuse. Men are like, who do intentionally go out and abuse their power to, violate a woman's body or a person's body, um, they don't, they're not a boogeyman to their friends. Do you know
mm,
what I mean? They're not an evil person, just like psychopathically treating their friends badly. They're good people. They're funny. They're charming. And it's part of the mask. Usually it's part of the mask. And you don't know what happens when they're behind closed doors with someone who's more vulnerable than them.
exactly.
You don't, I'm not going to see all of that. And all I have is your word. And there's that whole thing about as well. People use that same line to domestic abuse victims where they say, "Oh, how could you not have known that he was like this before you married him?" And it's actually there's that analogy of how they remove the cloak layer by layer, or like they remove
Hmm.
the mask bit by bit. It's not
Yeah,
all at once because no one's going to willingly walk into someone who is treating them like shit, chatting to
exactly.
them like they're shit, physically and verbally abusing them, unless, of course, they already have a lot of trauma around that, where they do just kind of place themselves in those cycles unintentionally. Um, but most of the time they don't. Most of the time they present themselves as a safe space. They present themselves um, as a respectable, moral person. And this guy Ezra, he had a lot of feminist friends, and they do genuinely seem shocked that he has done this because nothing around about his morals or ethics were implying that. And we can't act like there aren't abusers in feminist spaces
Hmm.
or in activist spaces. We hear about this all the time.
Yeah.
Um, so it's just it's a bit unfair. Well, it's very unfair to be looking at them and being like, no, I think you should have known. You should have
Yeah.
known.
Yeah.
Why didn't you know? Like, this is the public man. Why didn't you know when you watch if you're
Exactly.
following him? Like, okay, I spent more time with him and we actually had more of a trusting, intimate friendship. But he wasn't there being like to me, and guess what I did to this woman?
Exactly.
Come on. Come on. So yeah, that I don't agree with, and I think that's unfair. But I also do understand the questioning of like, how did this happen? How was this able to happen? How, for so many years, did this public figure who is so revered by many, who many that we respect and who really tout this feminist principles and these like, you know, elevated opinions where it's very much like these feminists on Twitter will literally they're very outspoken.
Hmm.
They'll comment on other cases where people have been accused. So then it's like, huh.
Right.
And the whole time in your
Right
very
under
close
your nose.
circle, yeah,
Yeah.
this was happening. So yeah, and then also there's another layer with the Ezra situation because he is like a Nigerian billionaire, so he's rich, and there's accusations that or rumors that some of those feminists are in his payroll, like like he's funded them, he's lent them money,
So you're
he's
quiet because you've got your bills need to be
exactly
paid kind
that,
of vibe.
exactly that, exactly
Okay.
that, and that whole thing with Chunks and Philly is it does benefit Chunks to be quiet too because part of his career is so tied to Philly.
So tied to Billy. Plus, it's like you don't know you're trying to see who to please as well because is everybody against Philly at this moment in time, or are there loads
Hmm.
of Philly fans that are fans of
Mm,
the Chunks and Philly show that want to still support that? And seeing Chunks turn on his friend might look like,
hmm.
oh, that's bro code gone. How
Sell
many years of
out. No,
friendship down the drain? Um, guilty before. Wait, what's it?
innocent before proven
Innocent before
guilty.
proven guilty, all of that sort of stuff. But then on the other side of the coin, there's people being like, Trunks, are you going to say something? But are those
Yeah,
voices loud enough? Are those the voices that you want to pander to? Who knows? So
exactly.
it's better to just be quiet.
Exactly. But then that shows you just have no integrity if you're waiting to
No,
gauge public opinion to know how you're going to respond.
but I
If that
think a
is the
lot of
case,
these people are
yeah,
got to think about their bag and they have to think
yeah,
about what their community and their fans are going to say about what they say about the
yeah,
situation.
yeah. Or they feel they have to because their career is more important to them than speaking out genuinely.
Mm,
Because you don't have to.
no,
You don't have to, but you want to. Obviously, I don't know what Chunks would do if he didn't have, if he wasn't a public figure.
I don't know. Sing?
Oh my God, please, please.
He
Yeah, because
sings.
Yeah, he sings to Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Oh my
sings to
God.
Chris
Don't even
Brown.
get me started about the
It's
Chris Brown
painting a
lovers.
picture. I know.
These
I
people.
know. Guys,
Zero
grow up.
brains.
Come on.
Seriously. He can't even dance. What are you guys so like enamored by? He's a loser.
There are so many crackheads here in Hoxton. If you want to stand one, pick one. Pick one.
So, what are you putting on speaker this week? What are you recommending to our lovely listeners that they should go out and buy or try or just love?
Yeah, engage with. I'm actually going to go with our TikTok this this week. I know I've already mentioned it
Love
at the start of
that.
the episode. Stay on the line, sis. Um, we're going to be doing a series. We're going to be getting a lot more content out there. I think we might post some of the stuff on Insta as well, so do follow there. But I think there's we've got some really fun content planned. So yeah, just go over there and have a follow, have a look, engage, and join us on the journey. Because if any of you have thought about doing some a creative project or starting a podcast or just thinking about side hustles or getting started with something that you've been wanting to do for a while or taking the push to be more public, and the fears that come with putting yourself out there, follow the TikTok. We will be posting around that, and the struggles, the tips, the fun sides, the behind the scenes. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's what I'm putting on speaker this week.
I
How
think
about
that's
you?
perfect. I think that
Yeah.
that nothing else needs to be added to that. Definitely follow along. We did a lot of planning on Saturday, and I'm actually
Hmm.
really excited to get going and get
Same.
started and posting stuff. So
Same.
yeah, be one of those early adopters so you can say, "Oh, I was followed when they only had this
Exactly.
many."
Exactly. Guys, join the wave. Join the wave before we completely blow up and
Blow
take
up.
off.
All right, thanks
Oh
so much for
gosh.
listening. Talk to you later, Og.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.